Okay, we are live for I don't know what the hell this show is. I'm back on a live stream. That's what its show is. Squealer, squirrel. You should have stayed gone. Hell no, I shouldn't stay. Squirrel.
What?
Yeah, no. You know what? You don't get rid of me that easy. Edits. Finally, Obi-Wan. He says Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone stays safe out there. Wear your masks, please. Brian is on the stream.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I'm back. Listen, I got to do a separate video. I got to give props to the Obi-Wan, the fan film. He really helped me out. He's a legit dude. I believe him. It was just, management. And I don't think he even realized how it would have impacted my channel. I think he just wanted the video down. But also YouTube is having some new problems where, strikes, that also could be part of it. Whereas you remove videos now, YouTube might automatically put a strike on someone's channel because of law problems. They might have been testing this out because of the news about YouTube. But you see my thumbnail. Listen, my MAGA friends, you're still my friends. I still love you. I'll be honest. Why did I put Donald Doomcock together? Why did I put Donald Trump and Doomcock together? Because they're the same thing to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they kind of go
all these conspiracy theories. Listen, something I've realized. You want me to you want me to tell you what you want me to tell you what you want to hear as a viewer, or do you just want me to tell you what I think? I'll tell you what I think. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you, MAGA friends. I'm not against Republicans or Democrats. I am against this nonsense. I never thought it would get to this point, and I would accept the results. And I lost any shred of respect I have for this man. I'm sorry. I think now Brian is a supporter, and I give you props for that. I'm not here to condemn anyone. I just can't stand him. I cannot stand him, and I think this is a freaking circus, and I think people deserve better. Now, if they get the $2,000 check, that's a good thing. But also his tactics, he hasn't been there to discuss it altogether. And to me, I think it's more to my opinion is that he did it more to punish those in his own party that are now accepting the electoral college votes. I think it has more to do with that than actually getting the people. And it's possible he could want a shutdown. That's my other fear.
Well, see, that's what pisses me off about the rhinos, okay?
Yeah.
The Republicans in name only. They had Trump's back when they had their best interests. And now that, they have no skin in the game, as it were, they don't care anymore. And you know what? They are establishment politicians. And you know what? I don't care. Vote them out. Get rid of them. They're useless. They have no spines, no backbone.
I also have a problem with all these pardons. Pardon me. Like, I'm sorry.
Every president does that.
There's some nasty guys he's pardoning, and I think didn't he change the execution laws? So execute these people and let these criminals free. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, hey Snowdub, perfect timing.
Hey,
yes, I'm back. I'll be honest. Where have I been? Well, I'll also tell you where I've been. I'll give you the story. Part of it is wanting to not listen. Maybe I shouldn't say that I don't like to talk about politics, because obviously I like to delve into the hot topics a little bit. But you know how they say there's nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. I did a little bit of that, but I just can't take it anymore. I'm so sick of it. There is some movie news to talk about too. Also, I got my channel back from life, but my father has been taking up so much of my time. Politics are, no, that's only what pops on YouTube anymore. Infuse it with a little bit of entertainment. Yeah.
Well, the thing is you got to be careful, because 'tis the season to get kicked off of YouTube for political views. So.
Oh yeah, well I put Donald wins clickbait in the thumbnail. And then I got the annotation that said, this is disputed.
Yeah, electoral has been confirmed as president-elect.
Listen, cheating happens every time. He pretty much projected that he was going to do something. So even when they were in the debates, I only believe it if I win. So regardless if there's legislative cheating or not, this was going to be the game plan. He's pretty much done everything they said he was going to do. Where he's like, I don't assume anything about even the pardons. Everyone's like, he's going to pardon everybody. He's going to pardon everyone into that Russian collusion thing. I don't know.
Well, it all kind of depends on what your opinion is on the whole Russian thing, because factually it was BS from the get-go. So I mean, I'm being dead serious.
Does he make himself look good doing all these pardons?
Like I said, every president
he pretty much is rewarding anyone that didn't say anything. Like the people that did, he's not giving them pardons, but the people that refused to talk, he's giving them.
He needs to pardon Assange and Ed Snowden.
Okay.
Chelsea Manning, get the good ones out of the way.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm telling you, we've got to bring the establishment down, dude. We've been fighting wars for too long. Okay, right. Why are we still in Afghanistan when our politicians over here want to keep them there for BS? Like, why are we still doing all this crap?
Okay, but do you think he really?
Why did we give out millions of dollars?
I'm gonna give you guys in the chat and Brian a hot question. Do you actually think he won though?
If there wasn't a last second rule change, yes, he would have won. 100%.
With the
thing with mail-in ballots is you can canvass longer.
But do you think
you put out a wider net?
Do you think the cheating was so bad?
I don't want to say cheating. I just want to say changing of the rules at the last minute. Well, and that could be construed as cheating.
Okay, how can you say if you think that you're cheating that you absolutely won though? Either that's my other question. Like if you say this wasn't legit. How can you say then in the same breath say, but I absolutely won? You don't know. If there was cheating, it has to be, Well, I 100% think he lost. Sorry. I think there was cheating.
No, he did. And the fact is that the only thing that concerns me is that once the media confirmed it, it was like, oh, shut up, everybody. There's nothing to see here. Come on, move along. You know what I mean? Oh, we got a case, throw it out. You know what I mean? So it's like they're just trying to sweep it under the rug. But I understand why they're doing it because of what the implications are. We would lose faith in our system.
Oh, here's Andrew saying the Democrats are. Okay, Jordan Valls.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, voter fraud ain't new, right? It's not. It's. I mean, this was this backup plan. It was the backup plan the whole time. It's not new.
Yeah.
Is Donald Trump right that things need to be looked at? For sure. But you still lost.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. We're not getting any investigation at all. That's dumb.
Listen.
That makes me lose faith in the process.
You know what I said? I said, they lost in court.
They didn't do an investigation. They just threw it out. They didn't investigate and dismiss it on what they had. They just threw it out. So it's like, nah, I'm sorry. Like their whole thing is like nothing to see here. Joe Biden won. Shut up. Okay, I will.
No, they had their chance.
Whatever you say.
You think they had their chance? I think they had their chance.
Well, no, and I get it. In a fair world, yes, everybody had a chance. But I just, I think that there's a lot of people who don't think that.
Here's my realization, and where I'm going with Doomcock, and also with ultimate Trump fanboys like the poll boy. I'm sorry, it's all nonsense. I don't, and he's not some mastermind either. I don't get that either. He's not some mastermind. Feel free, Stowe. You're still my brother. I'll be honest. Me and Stowe were getting hot at each other on Twitter a little bit, and that's where I was like, I need to step away. But I don't care anymore.
Well, I'll happily give the opposing position on the subject matter. Yeah. So I mean,
feel free to speak your mind. I don't believe it.
Well, my thing is I'm afraid that the damage is already done, and we've gotten to the point where neither one of the sides is willing to compromise or listen to each other. So what do you do then? You know
before we said on the show, I'm not against Republicans. I'm not against Democrats. I'm against the crazies on both sides, and I absolutely think there are.
But the thing is the crazies are getting bigger on both sides.
What?
The crazies on both sides are getting bigger.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like that's what's kind of scary. It's like now once you get real people into the fray, normal people to take sides, that's when the big second coming of the Civil War will be happening upon us.
Congratulations. Does that change your lifestyle? No. Finally, does that mean Snow Dub is legal now?
It helped me in Nevada. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay. Trust the. Listen, they're all crooked. So is Trump. I'm sorry. I really can you honestly believe he's not taking.
I'm not saying
he's
like
not taking favors for all these pardons and possibly funds.
But so is the other side to it, degree. So it's like that's where I'm just like, I'm for change now, real change. So like now let's do something else.
Yeah, I mean that's Zeno is on to something. Yes, that's the best way. I think we need more.
Oh yeah,
based on what's going on out there.
We'll lock them indoors and give them plenty of weed. Have fun. 2021.
So I came in hot tonight just because I'm like, what do I want to do? Do I want to come back and just I do want to talk about movie topics, but I want to play it safe anymore? No, I'm getting bored. I just don't, and then I did step away, so I don't talk about what I want to talk about, what's on my mind. But then that's not cool. All right. Let me see what Snowdub says. A big part of what they're not talking about is Joe Jorgensen. She took a considerable amount of last election Trump voters.
That's true.
Okay.
The libertarian candidate. But usually a third party tends to do that in most elections anyways. Same thing with Gary Johnson in 2016 or, any of those other people. They still blame Ralph Nader.
The down vote too is people voting Republican, just not for Trump. That I think that legitimizes. I honestly think if there was big fraud, that you wouldn't be seeing as much as that.
No, I think that the last second rule change was against the rules, but the problem is if we say that it was and overturn a bunch of votes, it's chaos. So it's like we're basically just taking the safe option out and saying, all right, man, let's try to do this as peacefully as possible. Yeah. I'm sure when the moment comes, he'll step down. I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Are you sure?
Well, the thing is I don't know if I want him to.
I do. I want him to get the hell out of there. I'm tired of. I mean, part of it is he's such an egomaniac. He has to hear his name in the news every day.
I mean, I might be slightly a bit of an acceleration.
Do you think he's some mastermind?
No,
like he's like the art of it,
like conspiracy crap.
Like you go all po' boy. Trump,
the God Emperor,
is so next level. You don't even know he's playing with. I
don't believe that 4D chess crap for 1 second. It's no. I think that he basically butted heads with the establishment for 4 years, and this is what we have now. We're back to the establishment again.
Well, Andrew, most of the Democrats, even if you agree with it or not, have given into the precautions, and maybe so much that they fear it. So that's the reason why. Yes, and your boy Trump, which I think you're a fan of, Andrew, which is no shame in your game. He's all about breaking the rules and do what I want to do, and you're not going to tell me anything. So of course they're going to have more there for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, but I agree with Zeno. Both sides. The election wasn't real. Okay. Listen, I think both are true. I think there's stuff with Russia, and I think there's stuff with Biden in China and Ukraine. Okay. How can you say one isn't and one's,
I would say one's more worrisome.
Even the look at it, he won't say.
See, that's it right there, Zeno.
What?
I always count on that for truth. It'll come up in the other one. Okay, so the establishment feared Trump, so they had to cheat. Biden is worse. I agree.
Oh, now Zeno's saying they cheated?
Well, I'm saying changing the rules at the last second of the game is cheating.
But didn't Republicans in certain states ask for those rules?
Like I said, it doesn't matter. At that point, it voids it. Like that's what I'm saying. But the problem is if you null and void 1 million votes in Pennsylvania, people are going to lose their shit. So it's like, I understand, what they're doing and how they're doing it.
Well,
The problem is, I just don't want to see us end up on some of the agendas that they've been talking about, and that's something I just don't want to deal with. But like I said, if I get a stimulus check, I'm arming up and getting some freeze-dried food.
That day, if it comes through, I'll be happy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I also give him credit for warp speed, but honestly, I think any president would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I honestly think that they kind of blew it out of proportion because of Trump, but that's just me. Like I said, I don't want to get too conspiratorial on you, but
no wars with Trump. Trump may have started a war by pardoning the people that killed innocents in Iraq. I don't know. He might start something new.
No, if he would have, he'd have done it already. Like, I swear, like, everybody's like, oh, he's a this, that, and the other thing. It's like, if he was,
I agree with Wolfgang Felix. They all suck.
They do. I agree.
Grobnom below the full number one.
Nice, moving up in the world, brother. No, the thing about it is that hopefully with Biden in office, people will stop paying attention to politics for a while. I mean, especially celebrities. Because I swear it's been a minefield on Twitter and Instagram of celebrities opining on stuff that they have no idea what they're talking about.
He may have started a civil war.
That ball was already rolling, but I'm not going to say that Trump didn't help push it.
Okay, Andrew's going roll. Now you're talking about
my hot take is I'm not taking it unless they force me to at work.
Oh, really?
I don't take flu shots either, dude.
Oh, my God.
I don't have health insurance, so fuck that. I mean, you know how much it's going to cost?
I don't know if you need it for this. I'm not
Dude,
sure.
It's $160 without insurance for a COVID test.
I will pay it in a second.
Not me, man.
I'm ready. I'm ready right now. I'm going to jump the line.
I'll just go buy some NyQuil and pass out.
Hey, Pence took it.
And like I don't.
Biden took it. Biden survived. He's fallen.
I mean,
he broke his toe.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any stretch, but I'm just saying.
If Biden that broke his toe walking his dog can take a shot,
if you give it to me for free and it's a requirement for it. If it's a requirement for me to maintain my employment, then I will take it. And if it's paid for. But if I have to go out of my way to get it, then no. Sorry, not going to happen.
I think they should do what they were originally going to. Someone had the idea to pay people to take it. That you get a check to take it.
It'd be like, that's how you get your stimulus check?
Yeah.
Get a shot, hopefully survive, and then...
you get this funds if you survive.
It's like, you get $1 million if you spend a night at this murder house.
No, I don't hate on him. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but I do think he's a man baby. I'm sorry, and I do think some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth is as bad as dumbcock.
No,
sorry.
He doesn't. He doesn't think before he speaks. I mean, most Trump supporters will give you ground on that, where he just opens his mouth and shit comes out.
You know what I mean? You too, Zeno. You're not getting it either. Oh my God, this is the next big problem. Not enough people are going to get it.
The thing is this is America, man. People are individuals. You can't force people to do things that's unconstitutional. Every single amendment in the Bill of Rights is against this. So it's like, no.
Yeah, I fear for our future. I fear for our future.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm afraid we're going to end up with some stuff. Because are you going to tell me some small town in the middle of nowhere is going to be all right with that? You know, they're already defying COVID lockdowns. So what's this say that they'll take up arms if they get forced to take a shot?
Grobnom is throwing some real heat in the chat. Are you trying to start something, Grobnom? I miss Michael S. I don't know if Michael S. and Snowdub's gone.
Our resident Ben Shapiro fan.
Well, I've lost. I used to listen. You guys might think I'm just a CNN fiend or something. I used to watch Tim Pool and Ben Shapiro, and I've lost total respect. I've lost all respect for them too, because every time they this is his path to victory. challenging what the people want.
Basically, his path to victory has been
challenging the electoral college. That's not a victory to me. That is, loopholes to try to. I don't call that a victory or a win. I'm sorry, but in how much they've been covering it, I don't know how many freaking times I heard irregularities on Tim Pool. He's shilling hard. He acts like he's a centrist.
And his whole thing is like, well, let's see how this plays out. And I'm like, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna smack you.
No.
No, I don't listen to politics anymore either. But one, because they took it all off of YouTube, and two, it's like, I just don't care anymore. I think 4 years of just intense politics is enough to fry anybody's brain.
Oh my gosh, Andrew's going really. Okay, Andrew, I appreciate your opinions. I don't know if I don't know if I should highlight that just because I don't know what. I want my stream to stay up. I don't know. Go that far deep.
Yeah, you can't talk about that on YouTube.
Yeah. I just don't know. I mean, I value your opinion, but wow, you're getting hot. All right, but more power to you, brother. Like I said, I'm not against MAGA. I just I don't consider them as Republicans anymore. I think it is something else.
I don't think they ever were. I think they were MAGA populists.
And I am very disappointed about even people in Republican Party or even like Fox News. Someone gives a little bit critical of your boy Trump. Fox News is horrible. They're the next seat. I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah, they turned on him real quick.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, man, you can't say how fragile these MAGA snowflakes are. And I'm going to still say that.
I've said it before. Snowflakes blow in different directions.
You can't have any differing opinion on anything against this man. And that's ridiculous. Like, and these are, sometimes people don't like career politicians in the Republican Party, but I respect someone that knows they're going to get hell for it and still says, I got to do this. I believe it's right. And I believe them. Do you think they're just doing it? It's not helping them at all to say that. It's not
at all. I mean, it doesn't help their cause. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I got a mountain of student loan debt, man. Let's burn it down.
neither are MAGA fiends. They're
not. They're populist right. Populist right is basically what they are. It's all right.
All right. I mean, they have. Hey, Warp Speed. They have taken. He won't take it. I was gonna see if he was gonna take it. He's not taking it yet.
Yeah.
It's not Regeneron. Hey, where's my Regeneron? I thought that was going to be free for everybody.
I grew up in an era where people got sick, and then they got over it.
I'm going to take it first chance I get. I mean, the benefit is, well, it's not a benefit. You could see all these politicians jumping the line. Listen, I think it's bullshit that AOC and them jumped the line.
Well,
we're doing just so people feel safe. Yeah,
set the example,
Marco Rubio, didn't he take it too? I heard he jumped the lines too.
Something like that. I'm sure they all are. I mean, they're going to have priority, of course, but I don't know.
There's no way that these politicians that haven't done nothing should jump the line ahead of essential healthcare workers.
Sure,
that's bullshit.
Yeah, they should have gotten it already.
Across the board. That is that I condemn all of them. AOC Instagramming her taking the shot. Are you kidding me? When there's healthcare workers that are dying.
Yeah.
Andrew, it's proven that it's a real deal right now. It's no longer just as bad as it's worse than the flu. It's worse than the flu now. There was a period of time where not many people were dying, but here is the real problem. Okay, here is the problem, and it's always been, is if enough people get it at the same time, they're all not going to get the same care. They're going to have to pick and choose. We are at that point now where hospitals in healthcare are overrun. They might make mistakes. The quality of care is declining because of the quantity of cases, and that's why the deaths are going. It's overrun. There's not enough people to take care of you. That's the problem. Okay, so maybe we should talk about some other topics too, Brian. I'm going too hot. Listen, you could tell me I'm full of shit. Anything, everyone in the chat, This is just my opinion. And I've been playing softball for my friends a little bit because I don't want to.
No, I understand. I mean, I kind of held back the other day because the ambassador and Enosh got into a heated debate over The Last Jedi.
Oh, I can't even talk about it anymore.
No, I got you. I'm like, and I was just like, I actually watched it again. I love the movie. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I like it better now.
It's actually a pretty good movie. Like, yeah. Like, well, and then if you like compare it to Star Wars on the whole, I'm like, I basically compare it like Star Trek. You know what I mean? There's hits and misses. Not every movie that Star Trek made was good, and not every was horribly bad. Same thing with Star Wars. You know what I mean? So like, you have your hits, your misses. Not all of them are going to be fantastically wonderful movies, But I feel like with the Rise of Skywalker, they basically just was anti-Last Jedi. Was the movie basically?
Yeah.
Get to this plot point.
I got to give it another shot. The Rise of Skywalker, but I actually enjoyed the Last Jedi more, knowing what the end result was. The Last Jedi is a much better movie than the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Listen, I love The Mandalorian. I'm not extremely happy about the Luke scene. I mean, spoilers now, but I'm sure you've all seen it.
If you haven't seen it by now, I'm sorry.
He looks horrible.
Yeah, the deep fakes look better.
If this technology is not going anywhere, it's so bad.
Okay, I look past that because at that point my emotions were still running high. Because once I saw that green lightsaber light up and him go through that hall of death troopers like B-1 battle droids, and he took that last one and crushed it with the Force.
That was cool.
Oh my gosh, dude!
But they hit his face. They hit his face the whole time.
If they'd have hit his face the whole time, it would have been even better. But still, like I was like, yes, this is amazing.
Zito, you're right, brother. I got to bring my PlayStation back into my living room. You know what it is? I start to play, and then the cat's upstairs because the one dog and our cat do not get along.
They get along like cats and dogs, huh?
You're right. So the one dog loves the cat, loves the kitty. The other dog, we have to put her outside when she's downstairs. So the most of the kitty time is at night. So I try to play a game. She gets all up in my face. She's sitting on my hand. I cannot play a game every time I turn it on. So I'm going to bring it back downstairs. I'm just not getting any gaming done on my PlayStation. You know what? I will, Zeno, I will post it on my next live stream or on Twitter, my user ID, and you just add me and I'll add you because I forget everyone's. John Favreau. Oh, wait. Andrew says John Favreau confirmed that they had Mark Hamill on set. It was his voice. It still didn't sound right to me, though.
No, it kind of like it sounded different volume levels at times. I was like, what? That's weird.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan Hartwell. Yeah, nice to see you, man.
Hey, Sci-Fi. What's up, dude?
Yeah, I could send Sci-Fi a link. Yeah, I did get them back. I reached out to, now I forget his name. Damn it. The Obi-Wan Kenobi fan film.
Yeah, the guy that
he's very nice, very nice. We might actually get him on a Point Extra Lounge stream in the future. I asked him if he could come on a French channel. I'm like, well, since I'm talking to you, can I get you on my French channel? And he's like, yeah, I might be up for that, but I don't know if it'll work out or not. Let me send a link to Sci-Fi, and then as soon as he gets here, we'll start talking about Trump again. No, just kidding.
Well, I mean, speaking of Enosh, I mean, how was it that how did you feel actually getting to ask Ray Fisher a question, man?
Well, I kept thinking. I was thinking all night. I'm like, if
as soon as I got the notice, I
have to think about a cool question to ask because I'm only going to have a short time to talk to him. Mm-hmm. And I almost didn't because everyone was talking. I'm like, it's almost at the 2 hour and they're going to jump to the next room. So I wanted to try to get him an exclusive, like, what would you love? Because it would be great if he said, oh, I want a movie. I want my cyborg movie. But he kind of was like, he played it cool. Ray, I would have loved it if he would have said, oh yeah, I want my cyborg series or something. But it was still good. I enjoyed his response. So yeah, I did get my streaming privileges back. And you know what? I'll tell you what, I changed my logo to StreamYard. No, I stopped paying for it because I'm not streaming enough. I just am too busy. And
It's not worth it.
I make like $20 a month on YouTube right now. That would all go to StreamYard if I paid for the higher. And then the 1080p, forget about it. So I might just stream for you guys. I still don't have super chats on because I want it to be free to talk to me. And I don't. It's not worth paying it if I'm not doing YouTube enough. Because before I was making like $100 a month, it made sense.
Yeah.
Now I'm making like $20 a month. So
you've also reduced your output. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, it kind of makes sense a little bit.
Okay. Grobnob is talking about Luke's hand all the time. Oh, he switched. Okay, I'll have to check that out again. I have to watch it again. Oh, really, Zeno? I practically bought that Star Wars games to play. Now it collects dust. So does mine. I will get on Zeno. I will get on you with that. I might make a video of me playing VR.
There you go. I've been playing Rory McIlroy golf. Mm-hmm. I've been a huge Tiger Woods fan forever, and I love playing video game golf for some reason. It's not a bad game. It's actually pretty straightforward, not too hard.
Cool. Drex the Klingon love First Contact and Justice League posters. Hell yeah!
I have a next gen with some signatures.
Oh, I got to see your post when you get your poster. I got to see it from Enosh because I was listening, but I was gaming, so I didn't actually see what it looked like.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool looking retro. It has R2D2 and C3PO. I think it's pretty cool.
Sci-fi. I didn't know I was coming back today. I played a stream the other day and then I didn't do it. I finally got some free. I'm so busy taking care of my father and work that by the time I get home, I'm exhausted. And because I have off tomorrow finally, and I kind of had an easy day at my parents', like I didn't have to do much, take care of the restroom stuff, clean him up, wash his clothes, and all that. That I was like, I could stream tonight. I've a few times I've intended to stream and I didn't because I was like exhausted. Yeah, we'll talk, Zeno. We'll talk. Uh-oh. Who's here? Who is here?
Hey, buddy.
Okay, so Trump sucks.
Left me hanging for so long, Max. I thought you were quitting YouTube or something.
I did too, Sci-Fi. Along with it. Listen, I'm only here because I love you guys. Even my MAGA friends. No, I'm not saying it like that. My MAGA friends, I love you too. I just don't like them. I don't like them. I'll admit it. I didn't admit it before. I admit it now. I gave him the benefit that I just don't like him anymore. I think he's as bad as Doomcock with his nonsense.
Yeah, I think we all know that by now.
I think that's and I don't appreciate. Like, I don't think he's some great mastermind patriot like some people think, and he's doing what's best for the people. I think he's just doing what's best for himself, and I don't respect that at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think people started believing all of the memes about him being a god emperor, but back in 2016, everybody started believing that it was actually true.
I found out, and the other reason I was taking a break from YouTube is I realized that no, people believe this shit. I used to just think like the Doomcock stuff. No, people believe this shit, and they absolutely 100% believe in everything he says. Everything he says, no matter what he says. No rational. They do. And there was a senator on CNN, and I watched CNN Sci-Fi, and he said the people on the left and the right, the extremes, are ruining everything.
I can agree with that.
Well, they're not allowing discourse to take place. No. That's the problem.
No, and like anyone that has an opposing opinion, they're suddenly like condemned for life.
Well, I heard like people on Twitter a few like weeks ago talking about how some people want them to split the country into two halves, one with the left and the right or something, because they want to like purge the left from the country or something.
We gotta stop. Listen, this is where I'm gonna get. I want to mend, even though I've been harsh on people, on the supporters. I want to mend it. These are still Americans. Stop creating absolute enemies just to win. These are still people. They're still absolutely treating the other side like an enemy is disgusting, and that goes for both sides. I don't like it.
It's almost like people
far.
want
It's
there
always
to be
been
like a
there.
civil war.
Right. It's always been there, but it's gone too far. It's gone too far. It is getting extreme. And just differing opinions. You cannot say he doesn't like his echo chambers. Look how many people that have a different opinion he fires. That's not a. All right.
No, honestly, I'm in the camp of let's step back and just watch it burn, man.
I don't
take care of yourself.
I want everyone to have. I want a better future for everyone. I don't want nothing to burn. All politicians are crooked, and Trump is just as swampy as the rest. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the idea that he's draining the swamp is an absolute joke.
Well, he hired the swamp. He is part of a. He's a swamp, a different kind of swamp. All right.
Yeah. So are we gonna talk about other stuff, or are we just talking?
No, we'll talk about others. I was just kidding with you, and then I went on a rant again. Absolute long play. Feel free to leave your comments. I think there's something. I'm not going to say it because I think there's something to it too. I also, you know what? You want me to go conspiracy theory? I think it's very strange. Is the timing of the Russian hack? Right when he's leaving, did they try to cover up something? I don't know. That's real. That's me.
I don't believe in conspiracy theories generally.
Okay.
I try to avoid conspiracy.
I'm just saying the timing of everything is real sus. Real sus.
Well, it could just be a big coincidence.
All right.
I don't know.
Andrew,
the world's going crazy. That's the whole point.
Maybe next time, because I know you were going hot about the well, I only wanted to go for like 50 minutes. Let's cover some movie topic. I'll stop with the politics. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's already getting crazy.
Oh yeah. I knew it would be. I wanted to come in hot. I wanted to make a splash.
Only you would do that, Max.
Look, I don't hate anybody though. I don't.
Well, when you're doing that, I'm over here being the extremist. So
no, you're feel free to say what you feel. I don't care. I think you're wrong, but feel free. Well,
no, I think that's the whole thing.
I'm wrong, but it's entertaining to talk about it a little bit.
No,
I just don't want to jump the shark either.
No, we kept it civil, man. We're not.
You've already jumped the shark several times, Max.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Thank you. So what's happening with?
If we didn't jump sharks, this wouldn't be entertaining.
Yeah. What's happening with Godzilla?
Nothing. No trailers. Nothing.
Well, it's coming out on HBO Max, right? Next year.
Yeah, well, they're trying to. There's all this commotion because of the HBO Max plan, which I know Max, of course, himself supports, and Legendary. They want to renegotiate the deal with Warner Brothers so that they can get a theatrical exclusive release for both Godzilla vs. Kong and Dune.
That is so dumb if you want to put out a movie in 2021. Because who's going to go to the theaters? En masse.
The vaccine is coming.
Here's the
coming
problem.
Though.
Everyone's had.
They're going to start reopening.
Here's the thing. Everyone's had to make sacrifices. Do I feel for Christopher Nolan and Denis Villeneuve? Yeah, sure. But you know what? Everyone's had to make sacrifices, and if HBO doesn't do something, there's not going to be an HBO.
Not only that, but if they
don't get in the streaming now and get their numbers up, there's no one going to be financing the next the next Christopher Nolan movie. They have to do something drastic now. Sitting another whole year without any income coming in, and HBO Max just sitting there without content.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do, man? It doesn't make any sense. Well, not only that, but you can look at it from a sense that, like, I think the directors of these movies are being a little selfish, especially in the time of a pandemic. It's like,
right,
okay,
why are you better than everyone else? Everyone else has had to compromise their whole lives.
Yeah, you're going to put us at danger to go watch your movie?
It's not like they're not. They're see the loophole. I think where HBO and Warner got around it is they're doing both. They're releasing it in theater, and so they can't say you didn't release my film in the theater. So they're doing both.
But I mean, it's stupid if you're making movies in the state that's not going to allow you to watch them in, to want to have them released. It's not like you can go to Grauman's Chinese theater.
Your film is going to lose relevancy.
It's going to go Tenet.
Yeah. And listen.
Well, I still look.
Okay.
I don't listen. I don't want this whole streaming thing to completely destroy the movie theaters, and I think that's kind of what people are wanting it to do. I think people who are blindly supporting HBO Max are just like, well, who cares about the movie theaters anymore? It's streaming now for the rest of the time. We don't need to go out anymore. We just need to stay inside for the rest of our lives.
Here's the thing: competition is never a bad thing, and if the experience at the theater is not much better than the home, that is the movie theater's problem. That's the thing.
It's an evolving business, and theaters have not evolved.
No, they've always been losing consumers constantly. This has pushed the problem that they're going to eventually have to deal with to current times because of this. But this was the eventuality anyway. They have to do something better. My simple answer is, directors, you need multiple cuts of every single film. Like you need a theater cut, a streaming cut. So there's something different when you go to the theater, something special.
That seems a little bit much, man.
What?
I think that's a little bit much.
Why?
Because if a director is getting their exact vision, why did they need to make another cut just so that they can have it in theaters or in streaming? That doesn't make any sense.
To keep the industry going, to do, have multiple cuts, different things that entice you, like IMAX. Like it has to be something different.
It's got to be. They have to increase the make me want to go see it quotient. Because the fact of the matter is, I've seen like 5 movies, and one of them wasn't Star Wars. And that's like since The Force Awakens.
I mean, we have to adapt. Everyone else has to adapt. If you don't adapt, you end up like
Blockbuster.
Martin Scorsese with The Irishman. Listen, I'm glad he got to make his movie. I'm glad he got the gang back together. The only thing good about that film was who was the guy that came back for it? Darn it, he was in Lethal Weapon too.
Joe Pesci?
Joe Pesci. He was the only good thing about that. He had the fire. Everyone else was just phoning it in, including Scorsese. Things need to adapt. You need to do better. You need to make it an experience. And listen, I feel for people in the movie theater industry. And I'll tell you what, I like my man Jeffrey too. I think he went off the rails on that one stream. I watched the Enosh. But he wasn't completely wrong. Listen, companies do bankruptcy and they come back stronger. If we try to just bail out something that's gonna, I think they might be getting a bailout if this goes through Congress.
Yeah.
But having them fail isn't the end of the world. I know some theaters won't come back, but if they come back and they're better for it and they can reemerge, it's I think even if they did fail and they did go through bankruptcies, big chains, I think they eventually would come back, or a different chain would come back, have a more streamlined service, offer something different. So I don't think he was completely wrong in that conversation. Yeah. I don't think he drove the point home right. But yes, companies file bankruptcy, they could come back. Look at.
But usually when they do, they come back with a better strategy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think more of a theatrical experience is in order. Like, I don't want to say like moving chairs and smells pumped into the audience, but something like that to where people, it's worth their money, I guess is the best way to put it. Because I lived in a small town, and the only theaters we had were crap. We had to drive at least a half an hour to go to a multiplex. So the theaters has been an evolution. Because before you had your small little town 2-screen theater, and maybe a drive-in in the outskirts. Now that drive-through got shut down 20 years ago. The theater is now a dollar theater because they built a megaplex, 2 blocks away. And you know what I mean? So it's like Blockbuster. Blockbuster's gone because home entertainment evolved.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And yeah, it was Netflix that did it, but it was also Redbox.
Mm-hmm.
You could still rent movies, but do you need to have 5 employees rotating throughout the day?
I don't think the film industry is so high. Like film isn't high art. I think it could be, but I don't think the recent slate is that it needs this much protecting.
It's got a long way to go.
I think actually streaming has stepped up, and the content on streaming is very good right now. Very good. There's a lot,
but it has disadvantages too, though. Because like, if you don't have good internet, then it's trash.
True.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you need to get better internet, my man. Sci-fi.
Well, I can't control it. I'm living in a certain area, and I can't.
Okay, that's true.
Move out and anywhere.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. All right. So Ryan Artwell says movies should feel like an event instead of something that will be immediately forgotten on the streaming service. Okay. So I think you're saying that if it's just on, I'm guessing your opinion here is that if it's on a streaming service, then it's not as much of an event to you, and you're more. I think it isn't. Like, I feel just as much passion about watching Wonder Woman 84 tomorrow that I would go in the theater. I think it's a big event for me. I'm going to turn on my surround sound. I get your point, though. Okay.
Well, Lantern 2814 is actually going to watch it in the theater because the theaters in his state are open. So he got a ticket.
Good. I'm glad people have the choices. I like that they did both. You could go to a theater if you'd like. These films, I honestly, my opinion is if HBO Max didn't do something soon, there wasn't going to be an HBO Max. They also AT&T just like when Disney bought Star Wars, did they wait to make the sequel trilogy? No. Basically, AT&T merger. They bought it. They have all these films that they can't release. They have to do something. Is it the right of the people that made the movies to sue? Sure. I think if what happens.
Michael S. in to save the his cup.
Oh, there you are, Michael S. That's the first. You go back and watch the replay. You'll love the first part of this stream. I'll tell you what.
I had your back to a point there, Michael. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. No. I love my MAGA friends. I don't love MAGA though. I'm gonna be honest. I just gave Michael S. a little, but I like your passion though. I love your passion, Michael S. Never change. What's Enoch? Where'd you go? You said Max and then left. Okay, let me see Grobnob. Grobnob, the troll number 1. Did you cry when Luke appeared in the Mando finale? Don't lie, dude. Be honest. No, I didn't cry. I screamed my head off. I was like on the couch, shaking the couch. I was like going like this.
Nah, it was. I was getting hyped, and then when Din Djarin took his helmet off and Grogu touched his face as well.
Well, yeah.
I was like, shut up. I'm not crying.
Should I talk about me simping for Grace? I heard people are mad at Grace Randolph.
They're throwing shade at your girl, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen.
Well, I don't really like Grace.
Well, I know that. You said that plenty of times.
Yeah, I don't know what you see in her. It's just I don't know.
I think she makes more sense. I think you in movie talk on here. I mean, look at Signor.
Yeah, but that doesn't make her much better.
It makes her much better than Sandy Signor. Yeah. John Campia.
That's just me.
Yeah. Well, listen. Does it mean she's wrong just because? I forget his name.
I don't even pay attention to what she says, so it's not I really care.
There was some possible drama on the Mandalorian set, and that Pedro Pascal wanted to have his helmet off, just because he gives an interview that says, "Oh, he's fine." I mean, look what Ben Affleck did when there was all that drama. He said everything was fine too. I mean, that's what you do. That is what you do. Of course, also. You could say you're
that glossy sheen over everything, yeah.
Right. I mean, but he also was promoting Wonder Woman 84. He doesn't want to say he doesn't want to talk about negative stuff. Listen, I like the scene. Well, spoilers for sci-fi because I gave him a chance to watch and he still didn't watch Mandalorian. But,
yeah.
But he takes his mask off for Grogu. And
Waterworks.
in my opinion, I like the scene, but I can honestly see that was Pedro's input. My opinion. Like, I don't think it was as naturally there. What do you think, Brian? Can you see him that was being a Pedro move? I want my face to be on here. I think
it fit with what was right with the story at the time.
Yeah, but do you think that came about naturally by the writers, or do you think that was a Pedro Pascal input of maybe, possibly, that Grace was right, that there was a little conflict on set?
I can see there being an issue with hiding your face and being an actor because, your face is your moneymaker, as it were. But on the same token is why would you rock the boat when you're number one? You know what I mean? That's the one thing I don't understand.
Event movies are rare. It seems that that was when the industry dies. Listen, I don't want it to die, but I think it needs to evolve. And I think this whole thing has pushed the needle forward that they have to innovate. Innovation. I mean, if you're for the American dream, you got to be an innovator, right?
You have to evolve to survive. I'm sorry.
I don't want anyone to fail, but I mean, this was an eventuality, even without the pandemic. As home theaters get better and better, 4K in the home. When 8K gets here,
I can order a pizza, smoke my medicine. I can have a good time at home. Can't do that in the theaters. People tend to get a little upset.
Right. But listen, if I ever get to visit Enosh at the lounge, I will go to any theater he wants to because I know he cares about it.
Well, I'll
probably buy his ticket.
Who's going to go see a rom-com after this? A regular ass movie at a theater. You know what I mean? I doubt it. I'd rather have a date night at home.
Yeah.
If I had a date, then I would want to do something that's outside of the home. You know what I mean?
Well, I'd go watch a movie.
Movie theaters provides.
That's true, but I'd rather just do the dinner and then.
If you had a date, you could have more fun at home watching the movie. Maybe not even pay attention. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Netflix and chill, man. Netflix
right.
And
chill. Let me see. Let me see what Grobnum says. I yawned when Han and Leia, zero emotion.
I'm telling you, I love that kind of stuff, man. Love it.
Oh, yes, I am, Andrew. Yes, I am hyped to see Spider-Man because I like Marvel too. A lot of my friends like the dish on Marvel. I think Marvel has more problems than DC. I honestly think the DC universe is more on track now than
it ever was, really.
Marvel, I think, after Infinity War kind of dropped off. And I actually like Captain Marvel now because I like Brie. I've become a fan of Brie.
That's the only reason you like it, though.
No, it's a decent movie.
It's really not a bad movie.
I rewatched it without my heat goggles on. That is a turning point in my YouTube career.
I think people need to do that. Take the hate goggles off.
Yeah.
If you could watch a movie right now, take the hate goggles off, and you might actually enjoy it.
Right. So that was a turning point in my YouTube career, and I'll give props to my mad wife. She's like, "What are you doing? Why are you throwing such hate at this?" Because I did a few videos on Brie Larson.
Because Jeremy said so.
No. I mean, I was caught up in this stuff of what she said, and I'm like, she's just a young actress. She's younger than me. She was saying what she feels, and it was a moment. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. And then I realized what I was doing, and I was just becoming. That's not an alpha man crying about a woman on the internet. Even if I still had a problem with what she said.
Yeah,
that is a loser crying about what she said. I'm sorry.
No, it really
she
is.
has every right to her opinion, just like YouTubers have rights there. You think YouTubers shy away from politics? No, they insert it in the entertainment talk all the time.
Yeah. Well, that was really started by the 2016 election. Everybody started getting political after that election, and after this election, people will stop being political.
Yeah, they'll go back into their holes
because it'll stop being exciting because without a president like Trump.
Yeah.
And I know Michael S. is upset that he's not going to be the president. But,
don't say that.
We all don't get what we want.
No, he won't. You can't. I thought you were going to not bring up controversial topics, sci-fi. He won't admit it yet.
He will be the president of the eastern part of the United States.
Oh my!
He'll be
The former USA.
He'll be the president of news network, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, Newsmax.
Move the capital to Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, people are hurting, and he goes to play golf. I'm sorry, I have an issue with that too.
Every president does that. George Bush.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we bombed them. Check out this golf swing.
I mean, this is. Finally, he talks about how the American people are hurting, and it's this is crap. Bye. I'm going to golf. Instead of talking about his election that he lost. I'm sorry that finally he gets to talk about it, about the people that are hurting. There are, and regardless of your politics, people are hurting right now. And
yeah, everybody's hurting.
Maybe it's. I know the scheme might be. This is the art of the deal. This is how you get things done. I think he's just. We'll see what happens if he pulls it through, and suddenly every American gets $2,000. It was worth it, I guess. But I don't like that the conversation wasn't even there until now. Like all this time, you're talking about how you think you won when there's when people are hurting, and then at the end you throw a bomb and then go play golf. Okay, he has his right to play golf. Whatever. If it does, if the government shuts down, then I'm going to have a problem. If it works,
yeah.
Do you think it's going to work? Do you think this is going to work next week? American people are going to get $2,000 in their bank account direct payments.
We'll see.
This is the art of the deal with Mastermind is making it happen for the American people.
Well, this might be a little bit controversial, but I think it'll happen despite Trump.
Well, he can
it will
veto
happen
it
without him. You know, like ultimately the Congress are the ones who are going to decide whether this plan goes through or not.
Okay. I hope it works. Then he'll say it was all in the plan. I think he's just rolling the dice. I don't think it can all fall flat too. And I think
he's making it up as he goes along. I think that's what.
I think you actually benefit from a government shutdown. And whoa, that's going to be crazy if that happens. But this is regardless of what side of politics you're on, this is what Congress always does. Waits till the last minute. Oh, we're going to shut down. They're going to shut down. They wait till the last minute, acting like they do shit.
Yeah, but when you have mainstream people talking about a peaceful divorce in this country,
what's that?
Doesn't that send a chill up your spine? When you have mainstream media and political people talking about a divorce in America.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough divorce.
Yeah, we did it in the 1860s.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean? So
I don't think it's gonna. I hope it doesn't get to that.
Lincoln arrested people. Lincoln did way worse than what Trump's even thought of. Right. He arrested people. He shut down papers. He declared martial law. So I mean, like, he did everything he could.
I honestly think it's not going to get to that point. I think he is just getting money.
No, I think he's waiting to see who's got his back. And if not enough people have his back,
he's doing favors for his friends. And then he's going to start his news channel.
That's politics, bro. I mean, look at everybody that was in the Democratic National Committee. They're all on MSNBC right now, making six-figure salaries. So it's like, whatever, man. You get in politics, and then you write a book, and then you talk about politics the rest of your life. It's like, okay.
Andrew Casali comes back. Spider-Man 3 has Toby, and Andrew the Flash has Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck. Take your pick. Which one I pick better?
Oh, yes, that's what last night.
I would go Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, because that's really a long period of time and amazing. But I'm happy to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew back. And I like Spider-Man 3. I love the scene where he's dancing. I love all of that. I mean, I think the other two are better, but I think it's funny. All right.
And the trailers for Spider-Man 3 are pretty good. I've rewatched them.
Zeno says that's only because DC movies are few and don't make much money. Marvel and DC movies are both fun and dumb. DC movies make money, just not as much as Marvel.
They don't make Marvel movie money.
Right, and they put too much money into that first Justice League, including refilming half the movie, cost more money, so the profits went down.
So they could turn it into the Avengers: Age of Ultron.
But it ended up that we got something better than it ever would have been if it originally released. If it originally released and it still didn't make money, you would never get a possible conclusion to Zack Snyder's. Now we might. The world is ready for Zack Snyder's movies now, superhero movies, where they've worked for Watchmen in 300, but not the world wasn't ready for that for Superman and Batman yet. But I'll tell you what, if Superman exists in the real world, look at what's outside right now. People would be protesting Superman. That's real. That's like a real story point. That's some of the best scenes in there is when they're protesting an alien and they don't trust him. I'm sure I shouldn't say this. The Q group would have a problem with Kal-El.
He took our job.
Am I wrong?
No,
you're not wrong.
No, they'd have a problem with Superman. Are you kidding me?
He's a real alien. What are you talking about?
Right. He's real illegal. He's not from this world. Build a space war. That's what Space Force is for. Okay. Realm Macmillan. Oh my, I'm having a lot of fun tonight. Thank you, everybody. I know you don't all agree with me, but this is fun.
No,
Realm Macmillan. Captain Marvel isn't terrible, but I don't think it should have made a 1 billion. The people spoke. I made a video. I did listen. You want me to admit I went one of my videos I was completely wrong. I did one of those conspiracy videos on Disney buying tickets about Marvel, Captain Marvel. I did. I admit it.
Well, I think it was conveniently timed, is why it helped the box office a little bit. Because if it wasn't wedged in between Endgame and Infinity War, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or sorry, Infinity War and Endgame, yeah.
Andrew says Spider-Man 3 has Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. The Flash has. Oh,
wait, you already.
What the heck happened to my? Yes, actually, yes, Ryan. Trump equals money and ratings. Yes.
What are they going to do when he's gone, though?
Right. They all whine about him for sure. CNN whines about him. What are they going to do when he's there? Biden is not going to bring in views for cable. He's like, he broke his toe again. I think he'll be around though.
They're going to talk about how his wife is. What do you call his wife if she's a doctor? You know, do you call her a doctor or first lady or whatever? It'll be those type of conversations.
She's actually a doctor.
Hashtag not my president. Sorry, guys.
Oh no, not you, Brian. Oh no.
I don't care. I'm gonna have fun just disconnecting for 4 years, man. It's gonna be so much fun.
Politics is only, yeah, but not this bad. Not
go
this
get
bad.
a cabin in the woods.
You know what? You know where we treat the other side like they're like it's an actual war, and we're worse than I don't know. It's ridiculous. It never has been this volatile. It's not the same.
Oh yeah.
Not a fan of live action Spider-Verse. Oh, really? So did a lot. Love the animated. I want to see it. Listen, I think they should try something interesting because I bought Far From Home, but it was getting a little bit boring. So I would love to see all the Spider-Man different versions in live action.
Yeah,
but
speaking of Far From Home, do you think that they're gonna keep up the tradition of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies having the word "home" in the title? Like, were they gonna call it "Home Sweet Home" or like the Home Front or something? Or
Homeward Bound. A Spider-Man story.
I think they will. I think they'll work it in there somehow. I think if they don't, it's going to be weird now. Yeah, I think Joker was a great success. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I do. Yes, all the anti-SJWs love that movie, and they don't realize how woke it is. It was very woke. Yes.
I'm one of those people that I see it, recognize it, and I don't let it bother me.
Yeah.
It's called being an adult.
There's very few of those on YouTube. DC, what would protesting a Superman like figure do? Make him sad and leave? Nobody could do anything. So protecting him is useless.
I beg to differ. he was getting kryptonite. Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne was he was thinking of that. You know what I mean? Like he would have been protesting.
Yeah, Kazito says Captain Marvel has a huge fan base now. Deal with it. I agree. I think the second movie is going to do better. She will be the first caretaker instead of the first lady. Oh.
Here comes the airplane. Oh, sorry.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, if that happened, who would win? I don't like
John McCain. No,
no, I liked McCain. I liked McCain. Yeah. I agree, Brian.
Oh, we're already. It's gonna be fun.
No one actually. Here's the conspiracy. No one actually wants lockdowns. Like it's not like we did. It's not like people wanted it just to get him out of office and stuff. Listen, go tell all these essential workers in the ER that masks don't work. That's what saves their lives. I mean, it's not foolproof because
or tell a person who suffered a loss from COVID that all this stuff is fake and a hoax and it's just a government conspiracy.
Well, I mean, go tell those doctors that, and then say and go to work. But you might as well not wear a mask when you're in the emergency room. I mean, they've been using them for years. There's a reason. It's not 100% foolproof, no. Whatever. I'm not talking about that again.
Yeah, I'm tired of talking about that.
Yeah, Joey, shut up. You know I'm ready for my mask. Mask life for life. I think Michael S. bounced. He's getting pissed off.
Yeah, he left a tweet. I mean, he left a comment earlier on saying that he's glad that you accept him as a friend, even though you and him disagree on politics. And he said and he basically said that you're brainwashed by the mainstream media. That's what his comment said.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, it's kind of I guess it's a compliment, but I guess it can be interpreted as an.
Okay. Leia and Ripley were woke too, and no one noticed. Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
all right. Oh yes, Joey Herrera, thank you. This is breaking news. Cobra Kai is releasing early on January 1st. So binge the hell out of that next Friday. I'm going to, except for sci-fi. You didn't see Cobra Kai either, did you?
No, because I haven't watched Karate Kid, the original or remake.
I don't have Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah,
you'll find a way, and then you'll get in jail. I don't know. What are they doing now? They're sending. Is that part of the thing that's stuck in the?
Yeah, no more watch parties on Twitch, huh?
Is that? I don't know. You could go to jail now.
Sounds to me like illegal streaming. So I'm like,
someone tell Nicotina.
Well, they're talking about piracy, like you're literally pirating movies.
Yeah,
that's
but
what they're talking about.
There's room in there that we're. Who knows?
What's the difference between that and rebroadcasting a movie on Twitch, especially something that just came out?
Mm-hmm. You should warn Nicotina.
So like if they watch Wonder Woman 84 right now, and then people don't have HBO, I mean, what is that?
I don't know. It's something.
It's a form of I don't want to say piracy, but we're scratching the surface.
Yeah.
Let me see.
The wokeness.
Oh no! Don't say Joey. Are you? Why the hell would you wish that on me? I was good. Don't wish a bat for me. I don't want another bat.
Maybe he's talking about Batman.
Yeah, I agree. Mask Life for Life. I actually was going to do a charity mask called, It's Essential for the Essential Workers, because I really feel horrible for the hell. You think you have it hard just to put a cloth on your mouth? Imagine being that your profession. I also, regardless, across the board, I don't like people are here for their freedoms. Okay, I don't like treating people such horrible. This is your job. Just deal with it. Imagine if you were a healthcare worker in this. Uh, it's like an endless nightmare of incoming patients and having to watch people die constantly, and even possibly watching a coworker die or getting it yourself, and then worrying about bringing it home to your family. Can you put yourself in healthcare workers' shoes and just like you do, support the troops and all these other charity things where you wear or back the blue or whatever.
Blue Lives Matter.
If these were actual soldiers or police officers, they would get more respect.
But they're doctors, so they don't get as much
Right.
respect.
Right, and they're actually losing their lives helping others, and I have a real issue with that not helping. I mean, just do the very least we could do to help them. And it's just it might not work, but why not? I don't get it. I don't get it. I got a cloth Mando mask. Cool. I'd like to see that, Zeno. I'd like to get a cloth Mando mask.
I have a NASA one that says I need space.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that. OKD. Well, your cities are groups of people closer together.
That's because they're all cities. Yeah, you're living on top of each other. So
right, and there also might be lower income, and you don't necessarily have these. You go to some places to get your groceries and stuff. You're more congregated. It's just
more not only that, but you have different mentalities living in the city as opposed to living in the country. Yeah. So I mean, that's a huge part of the divide we have right now.
And let's not like people say. I understand this argument, DC. I understand it, but also you have to examine. Does everyone really wear the mask there? And it's not just right wingers that don't wear masks. A lot of young people do not. They just don't.
No, they don't.
Young and invincible, regardless of politics. It's not just MAGA supporters that don't wear masks, and young people spread it to the older ones. It's very hard. I'm not saying it's easy to not see your loved ones.
It's not too much to ask. Please wear a mask.
It's just reality. It's not even politics. Like people like to say. I'll be first to admit there's very hypocritical Democrats that say wear your mask and they don't do it themselves.
Yeah, like Governor Newsom, California.
Right. So they're part of the problem too. I mean, at least. I mean,
when politicians do that sort of thing, then it makes people distrust what the mandates and everything. It makes it think it doesn't work.
At least right wingers are honest about it.
Well, and not only that, but you got to give respect to Tom Cruise for,
Oh yeah, I love
down.
Yeah. Speaking of that, did you guys see that somebody did an edit where they mixed Tom Cruise's rant with the Christian Bale's, and it looks like it sounds like they're arguing with each other. Like Tom Cruise is yelling at Christian Bale, and then
I think that's Andy Signor's video.
Well, I don't know if it came from Signor, the one I watched, but
okay, I gotta watch that. I would like.
It was funny. It was funny.
Anything else you want to talk about? I
rewatched the Mummy: Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, and I didn't think it was too bad.
No,
I thought it was actually pretty decent. The only thing I don't like about it is that Rachel Weisz didn't return to play Evie.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, if I'm sure there's like a way you could edit her into the movie.
To do it because that was one of his last feature films.
As an action hero, especially.
Yeah, I know you collect masks. I remember that was why I assumed something about you, and I still apologize for that. All right. What else is happening in the news?
Well, the
Uh,
standard cut got a official release window. It's coming out in March, which I'm pretty sure you already know since you follow this standard cut stuff pretty
oh
closely.
yeah, I'm so listen. Sci-fi. It's one of my most anticipated entertainment events ever. It's even more powerful because it's like it's on the level. Why is Snyder Cut so special? I should make a separate video on this. It's like on the level of Disney. Now, this will never happen. I would love it if it happened, but it's not going to happen. It's like it's in like in the same category as Disney taking over Star Wars and jettisoning George Lucas's sequel treatment, but then them actually getting to complete it.
Yeah.
Now they didn't start filming George Lucas's stuff. If they did, it could possibly happen. But it's like almost in that category. It's like this
Yeah,
is
or it's
like
like
the most special director's cut ever. It's like it's groundbreaking. And I honestly do think that directors need to get off their high horse, realize everyone's suffering, and do something different. And I do think different edits. I think put the shorter edit on streaming. That way, the feature length edit, the artistic vision is in the theater.
Yeah, give a reason to go.
Yeah, just make that theatrical cut just that much more, and then when you sell the Blu-ray, the physical copy, do that too. That would be my solution. It makes it. Listen, the bad downside of that is that companies will double dip with multiple cuts, but I think we've gotten to the point where if it's effective, like Zack Snyder's director's
well, I
cuts.
mean, it has to be a completely different movie for that sort of thing to work. If the movie's just the same, except it has a few more scenes, or it's missing certain scenes, then I think it's pointless to do that. Release the different versions on streaming and theaters. I think the directors should have their full vision come out on streaming and theaters, as they want it.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't want anything. I don't want their vision to be messed with. But I also think they should examine different type. Let me see here.
Yeah. I mean, it could become gimmicky if they start doing that. What you're describing, I think they could turn it into something gimmicky.
Well, that's where it'll fail. If they just do it as a gimmick, it'll fail. But if they do it and make it something special, I also think they should team up with like movie posters and like there's some really cool movie poster artists and Funko. I think they should team up with Funko themselves. And you can only buy this Funko if you go to the theater opening weekend. Stuff like that. That's the stuff I would do. Make it extremely special, and then you'll get the hardcore loving it. Make it an experience where it's not like necessarily have to see it opening weekend, but hey, Snow Dub, you're still here. Thank you, brother. I know we were a little bit heated, but we're still brothers. Make movie posters great again. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, done giveaways.
I would like to see those illustrated posters that you used to see a lot back in the day in like the 80s and stuff.
Yeah. Amazing. Make it like that. And then only IMAX theaters. I'm sorry. I think we've got to the point where they have to be IMAX.
Yeah. Where they all have to be IMAX, no more like regular theater type things.
I want to see IMAX. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me check to see if there's any other news topics. Brian's taking a break. Oh, Grace has a Zack Snyder interview. I don't know if I want to. I'm not going to make you suffer through that sci-fi. I'll watch it on my own. I'm not going to do a reaction.
How many interviews has she done with him already?
Well, Zach likes something about the way she does an interview. Unless he likes the ladies. Does Zach like the ladies?
Or he just likes doing interviews with people who like him, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like who openly like his stuff. He likes to interview people who be nice to him, I guess. Like we'll favor him.
This just in, I only lost 4 subs with this content. Winning. Listen, I'm not going to be afraid to talk about stuff. I like to talk about all kinds of stuff. I just do this to talk about. I'm not gonna, you disagree with me. Unsubbing, go right ahead. I'm not going to say I want you to, but I knew.
The only time I unsub from people is when I lose interest in their content, and I just where we go in different directions.
Oh, I didn't see your shirt before, Brian. I like that shirt.
I was wearing a sweater, so I just unzipped it.
Okay, Bob, it's cool. Oh, that's awesome.
The Book of Boba Fett.
Huh?
Who's not excited to see that though?
I am.
I want to see if they delve into one of the things I was talking about the other night on the Nicotina stream was like potential foils for that, because like underworld crime syndicate type stuff, because Jabba the Hutt was the head of a major crime organization, and if Boba takes over, and then we might get to see Crimson Dawn, and who's in charge of Crimson Dawn? Kira. You know what I mean? I would love to see Kira come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really disagree with the whole Lando series. I think they should just done Solo.
Yeah, I would have got more behind it. Yeah,
I don't like that they. That was lame. I think they should have called it Solo.
I think the Lando series is the one that's like kind of unnecessary out of all of them, even more than Cassian Andor.
Just think about the message that will get fans really pumped that like make Solo 2 happen. I mean, there wasn't much as a fervor for that like the Snyder Cut, but there's still a decent amount of people that say make Solo 2 happen. If they did Solo series announcement, that would really, I don't know.
Well, I mean, she'll be older, but recast the role. What the hell? Give me like Elizabeth Hurley or something.
I actually think they should be more of a staple forever. Masks.
Well, that's because you like masks.
Unsubscribed.
No, listen. I'll be on. Here's my true opinion that you could completely 100% disagree with. Be happy. No, don't be happy about COVID. But is it as simple as another flu? No, it's a little bit more serious. Okay.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't like wearing masks, man.
Like Ebola or something like that. And as everyone's like, no, you're a globalist and stuff. Look at the way the world works right now. Things are moving so fast. People are going out traveling all over the world. Products are going all over the place.
Just think if the little green men come along.
Eventually, it's going to happen. And I'll be real. People's hygiene is not great, especially cheap.
I'll say that's one thing that I've kept in check. Is before I was a slob. Not gonna lie.
but even the food industry, there's a lot of sanitary problems. I'm sorry. So I think people should wear hairnets, masks, gloves when they prepare your food. And I think I'm going to wear a mask even after this is over, so I don't get sick.
Well, here's what I'll say about the. Well, here's what I'll say about the whole mask thing after COVID is that maybe people who are like sick they can wear masks, or people who know that they're around people who are sick they can wear masks. Like if you're working in an office and you know that one person or a couple people are sick, then the rest of you guys can wear masks. Mm-hmm. Like if they did that sort of thing, I think that would work.
But I fully intend to wear masks even after this is over. When I go to the grocery store or something, people are loud, obnoxious, and non-sanitary.
Sorry. Yeah, they're gross.
Did you guys go to the grocery store today? I mean, there's a few times of the year you don't want to go. Christmas Eve, the day before Thanksgiving. It's a madhouse. Today?
Black Friday.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, and all that happened this year under COVID. Yeah. Like I was there today.
People still did Black Friday even under COVID, because I didn't see anybody.
Black Friday, not so much, but the day today when I went to the store, packed.
Oh yeah, Yeah, like all the stores in my area, like where I live, they all have lines outside of them, where like several mile long lines. It's crazy.
Damn.
Have you, Andrew Casali? I think you meant. I'm sorry I didn't miss this comment before. Have you heard of movie Songbird produced by Michael Bay? It's predictive programming. It's going to be our future. Listen, when it crosses the line, that's when I'll start raising the alarms. When there's, do I think this is a big organized thing to submit you into obeying the program? No.
Well, I mean, if that's the case,
I will wear a mask after this is done. But if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. I mean, if you go to a hospital and you can't even get into the this isn't non-existent. There's a problem. It could have been a lot worse depending on the illness, and it's bound to happen again as the world keeps going.
As the population grows.
As the population grows, as even if you don't, even if globalist is considered a dirty word, things go all over the world. Your man Trump flies all over the world, and it's bound to happen. I mean, I think we should. Logically, for me, it makes more sense to limit and make precautions because it's bound to come up again. As this has happened, something else. It could have been a worse disease. It's still bad.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Well, I mean, apparently the way viruses work, from what I know, is that the deadlier it is, like Ebola, then the less like contagious it is, or like it won't spread as fast. Yeah. But this virus that we're dealing with, COVID, is like the perfect amount of deadly and contagious, where it can spread, pretty fast along a lot of people.
It can mutate fast too. Like there's reports now that there's a strain that's 70% more contagious, which is kind of scary.
But they said that it won't like render the vaccines like impotent. Like the vaccines will still work.
Yeah. Hopefully all signs fit that it will be still effective. I mean, I think we just, regardless of where you fall on the line, if there's light at the end of the tunnel now, I say try. Just give it a shot, is my opinion. I mean, some light at the end of the tunnel now. Or you might find a light at the end of the tunnel. If you don't.
Honestly,
they have home COVID tests where you can test yourself instead of going to a testing site. That's pretty. I think that's pretty useful.
I haven't been tested. My father was when he had his problem. They thought he had it.
I didn't take somebody to a test.
They wouldn't let me. They took him to the hospital when I took him, and they said you can't be in here. They made me leave.
My thing is, man, if I die, I die. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I didn't want Brian to go. Brian, master of living.
I got a mountain of debt, dude. Like, I don't care anymore, man. Like, the student loans, you know, I got a pile of them that aren't going to go anywhere anytime soon.
I think everyone has some after 2020, except sci-fi. He's smart.
Yeah. I have
college, guys.
I have different systems to get college funds. I get a grant or something, or a Pell Grant or something.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my grants only took like less than 10%.
Listen, like when all of us on Movie talk about subscribing to another service, and like sci-fi's like, you fools playing into the system. You're all part of the program, and he's saving his funds and getting grants for his school, and he's like, forget you guys, you're going to be in debt. Yeah, you're right, sci-fi. Save money.
Well, I use my money to buy DVD, buy Blu-rays, and to buy food. That's basically what I use my money for. I eat a lot of food.
Yeah, food. That's a good 80% of the check.
All right, let's see.
Got some Chinese food from the local eatery on DoorDash.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I plan as soon as I don't know if they call you or what. When they say I'm eligible, of course I'm going to look to see what the first people that got it are, what happens to them. But I'm going to take it unless there's like really in the news, like, oh, there's some really bad reaction. think I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
I don't, you can get, I respect your.
I mean, it is still, like, voluntary ultimately.
I'm sorry, my body, my
choice.
choice, man. Like,
I think that's like the thing that people are missing here is that it's not like a mandatory vaccine. Like, you can choose to get one if you don't want to.
I mean, if it's like the flu shot and it doesn't affect my employment, then I don't.
Well, I do
good
think,
on you. But like,
employers are going to require it. I think they are. Just be prepared for that. I'm sorry. I see it coming.
That's why I'm using my stimulus check to go get me some emergency food. Go out in the woods. You might not see me after a while. I'm just saying.
If we get it,
it's all right. I'll just have an epic beard. I'll lose a bunch of weight. It'll be awesome.
Okay.
Starve to death when I run out of food because I can't hunt.
Should we end it? We've been going about like an hour and a half. Do you guys have something else to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a room killer.
No. I'm just. I don't want.
Yeah, we had a good talk. I think.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
we
very
can
true.
wrap it up.
You thought I was done. All you thought I was done.
I know. I thought you were like you were gonna drop off of YouTube or something because you were like it was like you lost your streaming privileges. It's the end. I don't know when I'm gonna come back.
Hey, you guys can all watch me. I will get it. I will tell you the day I get it, and you can see how if I decline. That madman got the shot. I'll get it. I'll tell you.
Yeah. But I'm really surprised that you were able to do streaming again because I thought that you really lost it until next year.
I did. The strike does not. But I can upload videos, but not live streams.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that you could have streamed on my channel or on other people's channels.
Well, I mean, at the time it happened too, I was extremely busy. Like I had time tonight. I don't know when the next time I'm going to stream is. I don't know. I have some.
Well, I'm planning on doing a stream on New Year's Eve if you guys want to join.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to talk to that lantern guy again.
Yeah, I was gonna invite him too. I would.
Can you guys still hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
What the heck happened to my? Oh shit! I unplugged my snow.
I can hear you. Well, we can hear like background noise, but we can't.
Okay.
Well, we can hear you good now. You're good.
Okay, good. I didn't realize that was unplugged.
I realized I got a good mic. I was like, I got this like the cheap $40 one. I'm like, oh, I could do
we
better.
both have snowball microphones, Max, except mine's black and yours is white.
Mm-hmm.
Yin and yang.
Yeah. Oh, don't mention that show.
Ebony and Ivory.
No, that's it. Yeah. Zantet says, "How did I get a strike?" It was a trailer reaction for fan-made Obi-Wan film. I think they deleted their video, and somehow, just for the trailer part, and then somehow YouTube is. I think they're experimenting because also you heard the news about them trying to
Obi-Wan.
Well, they're trying to slip into the deal too about streaming and content copyright. I think YouTube is experimenting, and they're it's going to get hardcore with this content stuff again.
They're going to kick us all off. I heard that they're dropping down to just verifieds.
Really?
Yeah, they've done it already on P-Hub.
Yeah, the hub as
oh no, I gotta check my channel on there to see if it's gone.
Well, I was. Oh, you have a channel on there?
No, I
don't.
No, all the non-verified.
You watch some special stuff on there?
No. I'm a content creator. No. Why do you think I wear the mask? No. I'm creating all kind of fake.
No, they're gonna take the U out of YouTube, man.
Okay, we'll see.
Well, I think the whole thing with the hub is just like people are attacking, the thing in general, NSFW content. People really don't like that type of content, and they want to make it illegal or something.
Yeah.
Well, it comes down. I think a lot of these stars were getting their content put up, and they weren't making any money off of it, off these user channels.
Well,
like it was
unverified people putting it up.
right. So they were unfairly, regardless of what you think of their line of work, people were making money off them, and they weren't getting it. So I completely understand, especially on the internet for that type of content. That's the only place that's really good for that type of content. You know, I mean, those theaters don't exist anymore, I don't think.
Too much shame.
So I think that's why they're cracking down there.
is the deal now. Everybody who makes adult content wants to go on to OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's like Patreon for boobs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep it.
I even follow a few of the people who have OnlyFans on Twitter.
Yeah, I know. I saw some of your retweets. you and Angus's Twitter history.
Well, I don't retweet it. I just press the like button on them. And
I sometimes, just for a laugh, not that I'm making fun of you or anything, I sometimes go see what is Sci-Fi up to? Is he busy tonight for stream? Or I go to, or don't go click on Angus's history. That's some wild stuff, Angus. Where is Angus? All right.
He commented on your video when you said that you had the strike. He was saying that you should contact him or something.
Oh, I did. That's why it's resolved. I wouldn't have been able to live stream till March. I have to make a video thanking him. Star Wars fan films don't have any copyright, but he was another creator.
But you can't make
YouTube.
any more fan films though, or it's more difficult to do it.
What's that?
I said you can't really make that many fan films with Star Wars anymore ever since the Disney acquisition. Like,
no, George kept it in place.
He did?
Yeah, Star Wars Theory, he did that for YouTube views. He made it seem like it was difficult. I think my suspicion is, knowing how YouTubers work, is he probably knew that was going to trigger, because he wasn't going to make the money anyway. He knew that would create buzz, and he could make money off the video complaining about it. This is how YouTubers work. I'm sorry to break it to you. If there's a way to make money, they make money. I can't monetize my fan film. I can create chaos around it. He spoke with Disney, and they said exactly what you can and can't have in your fan film. And then he used some audio music. It was all planned. Some might say fair enough. That's a way to do it. If it makes I think he released another one.
Max,
he released the second episode.
Conspiracy theory?
Yes. But Trump still lost.
All I'm saying is we all love a good conspiracy, brother. Just don't. I mean, like, seriously, the gunner on the grassy knoll who killed JFK. Did we land on the moon? Is the Earth flat?
All right. Yeah, you're right.
It's round. It's just
it gets the views too. All right. Is he as bad as Doomcock? I think he is.
What, Star Wars Theory?
No.
Is Mike Zero really a robot?
Donald Dumbcock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
Well, we'll end it off there, I think.
All right, bye. Donald Dumbcock, bye. Where's Enosh? He probably didn't want any part of this shit. Bye, everyone.